Right. How else are you going to start a arm workout besides some heavy tricep activity? So we're starting off here with overhead dumbbell extensions, aka French curls, if you know anything about CT Fletcher. Any arm workout you do, if you're hitting biceps and triceps, you always want to hit triceps first just because they have more heads. Going for 3 to 4 sets of 9 to 12. Next exercise here, moving on to some skull crushers. Key here, keep your elbows pointed up towards the ceiling, moving as little as possible at the elbows, extending down. I like to come to my forehead. It's really dependent on the person, the insertions and origins of their muscles. Whether you go to your nose, your chin, over your head, people feel better contraction doing it in different areas. Alright, last exercise for triceps before we get to the fatality set. So over here, overhead rope extensions, and this is actually going to be a superset with some tricep push downs. Once again, try to keep those elbows in the same place as much as possible, and with the ropes I'm actually going out and apart there, and then as I come back I'm bringing the ends of the rope closer together, which you'll see here again with the tricep push downs. Even though it's a superset, I still try to keep my rep range 9 to 12. The key with arms is really high volume activity when you want them to grow. It's pretty simple. So 9 to 12, if I don't quite hit that, that's okay because it's a superset and it's going to be high rep anyways. Moving on to biceps. Okay, so I always like to do a preacher curl or some variation when I'm hitting my biceps for the first exercise. Reason being, with the preacher curl, it's most important to get the contraction all the way up. So once again, 3 to 4 sets, 9 to 12, everything on biceps as well. Once I finish here, I actually switch over to the other arm. Struggling. Rope curls, alright, 3 to 4 sets, 9 to 12, no difference. So here, what you can't really tell that I'm doing, I'm actually tucking my hips in under myself, because a common problem with curls is you get a little into it and you start arching your back. So here I can get a good burn in my biceps going and also work my abs by tucking my hips under there. And here's a little unique variation here, set up on a rowing cable bench. I'm just going to lay down flat. Normally I like to get my head on the bench if it's long enough. If it's not, that's fine. Okay, so key here once again, keeping the elbows tucked into the side, not letting them wiggle around too much, and you're going all the way out and coming as far up as you can without raising your elbows here. You always want to go until you get a good burn here, so I picked a weight that was good for 9 to 12. Alright, on to our fatality sets. I actually get that name from, shout out to Mike Rashid, check out his YouTube channel, super ripped dude. So, for this particular fatality set, and I pick a different one every time I go to the gym, I did 10 dips, followed immediately by 10 push-ups, and as soon as I finish these 10 push-ups, I'm getting back up, going straight back onto the dip machine for 8 reps. As soon as I finish that, I'm going back to the floor for 8 reps, and then it's 6, 6, 4, 4, 2, 2. So I'm just dropping 2 reps every time. Key here, dips and push-ups, you just want to make sure to keep your elbows tucked in. If you flare out, you start getting more activation in your chest and your shoulders, which is great, but today we're working on arms, so we're going to keep those elbows in. Fatality set for biceps, alright. Looks kind of silly, I got a 10, a 25, and a 45-pound plate there. I would have probably added in a 35 normally, but this gym doesn't have those for some reason, so I just hit 20 reps with the 10-pound plate, 15 with the 25, 10 with the 45 right here. At that point I got a pretty good burn going. Went back to 15 reps on the 25, and then on the 10 I went back up to 20. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing worse than someone walking by in the last, they call this a pyramid set because you're going up and then back down. There's nothing worse than someone walking by in the last set of your pyramid set, looking at your 10-pound plate and wondering why you're so weak when you look so big. They must figure you got something crazy going on. So this has been the awesome arm series, guys. I'm going to be posting a lot more of these awesome videos coming out. Awesome chest and back, awesome legs, for instance. So if you have another exercise you really love and find that works for you, and I didn't address it here, leave it in the comments and share it out with everyone else.